Well, the children are all so far away. APS swooped in, I rough and took them today, with tears welled up in their eyes. No parents by their side. APS wins again today. Don't think it's the truth. Gone away is their youth, and the empty eyes of the parents prove it. Don't you think for a minute you are weak because they're gone. There wasn't any warning for you to follow along. A caseworker has no soul to hold in check. It's why they leave us parents such a wreck. Don't stand for the hell they created. All of our children they stole, our saving. They are waiting at the door for us to save them. We need to stand up for our God and obey Him. He leads us to the battle with a beating drum. He knows the feeling they took his only son. He may be the powerful, our creator. The son he gave to us is our savior. He won't be ignored if a praise is held up high. Those kids were made by us for his endless supply. We are to protect the children at all costs. This game is not over. We have not lost. We have the power He gives us inside. We rise to the faith when it's time. You never stand by yourself. Take God off the shelf and then draw the power you need to beat it. Beat it. Draw the power you need to beat it. Beat it. When Tiff and the Punisher are hosting their show, rally around them, let's get up and go. They give us the strength to fight for our rights. Tiff and the Punisher are here to give you strength. We want you to get in the fight. Your kids will never say goodnight without you in their side. As long as Tiff and the Punisher have something to say, don't give up. We are all here for your strength. Your Lord high in the sky. Tiff and the Punisher by your side. And your kids wait patiently for you to arrive. Don't give up your fight. What APS is doing isn't right. So don't waste another day. Put your broken feelings away. Steps are being taken one by one. Family is broken apart. The world keeps moving on. Nobody here to fight. Where are the warriors? Where are the dads? Where are the mothers? This is so sad. I know a place where warriors are made. It's a podcast of true family fighters. You need to listen tonight. Tiff and the Punisher coming for CPS. Tiff and the Punisher, be our next guest. CPs took your children, chased your husband away, left you alone and vulnerable. Let me hear you say, Tiff and the Punisher coming for CPS. Tiff and the Punisher, be our next guest. Do not be afraid, wipe your tears away. We need to come together, it's our time. So need to tell your friends, watch the show. If CPS comes, this is where you go. They won't win this war against us. This is our crew, we have your trust. Advocates unlock the others. They care for us, they hold us up high. They make us feel important. Others pass us by. Tiff and the Punisher, Tiff and the Punisher, coming for CP. Tiff and the Punisher, Tiff and the Punisher, be our next
Tiff and the Punisher, they won't back down. Fight for the children in every town. They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up by thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. Give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows, and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
Oh, what's up, Tiff?
Hey, Darren.
Oh, what a day. I missed it. Lord Marcus, the fact alone that they are messing with a veteran in itself is disgusting and sick. And I can't even believe that I'm reading this up on the screen. It's absolutely terrible. Any CPS agent that messes with a veteran that has served our country, they deserve to burn more than in hell. That's for sure.
Yeah, because they went over there and fought for even their freedom.
Mm-hmm. And then their freedoms are being taken away. I don't think so. You can't go and take those rights away from a veteran. They should be given all kinds of immunities. If these caseworkers and these judges and all these pieces of shit that don't defend our freedoms can get immunities, and veterans should get it too. No doubt about it. They deserve it. You know what I mean? They deserve to have those freedoms more than these judges, or these immunities more than these judges and these freaking caseworkers that just lie and deceive and steal our rights. These people are over there fighting for our rights. Even if they didn't go down and fight over there, even if they just served our country, they deserve to have those immunities, not these freaking pieces of shit that are stealing our kids and breaking families apart and all of that. Give them immunity for what? That's why they gave them immunity, because they knew that people would be coming after them. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that really pissed me off when I was just reading Lord Marcus's comments here. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Herbert's up there. So here we are. We still stand.
We're always going to stand.
Yeah, we fight for another day. I don't know what went on today. I all the hubbub, and then with not getting out of what I was supposed to do last night, and then I just slept my day away. But I didn't hear what took place. I don't know what went down, but it wasn't big enough news to come across my my screen. I know that. I didn't hear anything. So
yeah, I heard that it wasn't as big as they thought it was going to be. I mean, that's what I heard. Oh my!
These groups don't have the experience. They don't have what they don't even know how to fight CPS. So how are you gonna represent a group of CPS people when you haven't even taken the time to educate yourself about their techniques, educate yourself about what they do, how they operate, what they go for. I mean, I'm fortunate here because I just started out with 30 years of experience by you, obviously. But how are you going to do that? You can't. You can't. You can't write legislation. You can't write. You can't run around the country and say you're going to defend people's rights until you taste the poison yourself, and until you start working towards that, until you've recovered yourself, until you've fixed yourself, you've healed yourself. You can't do that. Like you can't. What's wrong is buying into or selling people the opportunity to have hope and then taking it away from them. That's wrong. And that's what's fucked up about these people that are doing what they're doing. Do not sell people hope and then take that off the boards for them, because hope is all that some of these people have. There could be people out there right now that were just with us 4 hours ago, but because their hope was taken away, they're no longer. And these people don't think about that stuff. It's a very fine line, a very, very fine line that you're walking when you're playing in this stuff. The game is not for everybody. Everybody thinks, oh, let's go fight CPS, and this has nothing to do with fighting CPS at all. What it has to do with balancing out the hope that people are holding on to that keeps them fighting each and every day that they're alive, keeping them on this earth. That's what this is all about. So these people that sit out there and use words like "I promise," it's going to, don't worry about, things like that. Get away from those people.
Don't I guarantee.
Yeah, I guarantee. Yep. Get away from those people, because if all you have is hope, then those are the people that you don't want to be in the qualms with, because hope is once you lose your hope, you get nothing back. You can't get anything back. And that's what most of us are holding on to now. Is just hope, just holding on to hope. And that's what that song's all about. Like holding on to hope, man. Like that's all I got, And when you take that away from somebody, you could do bad things. And I hope that those are out there that are advocating, trying to be in the limelight and do this stuff, are listening, because that's a piece of priceless information for you. Because I don't think people look at it in that aspect. They don't look at it like, because that's how I look at it. I know that's how you look at it. This isn't about money. This isn't about freedom. This isn't about any of that stuff. It's about maintaining people's hope and keeping them alive, and that's it. Like this show could be the difference between some people making it and not making it in a day. Like this really could be, like, if we didn't come out, you never know. But I'm not going to give them that opportunity to not have that hope and not know. So we will never find out. So that's cool. But we'll never take that away from someone. And for people to sit there and just throw out those words and convince, because, it's not, listen, I'll tell you what, and I don't mean any disrespect when I say this or whatever. If I was a single dude, this is exactly where I'd want to be. I'd want to be in here fighting CPS, because there's a pool of single women out there that are completely destroyed, looking for someone to come through and, like, their white knight and come out and save the day. And you could be a crass piece of shit and you could probably come out and slay these things, but that's not what this is for. That's why I do this. Like, this is why my wife knows that I'm not out here hitting on women. I'm not out here doing this stuff. Like, I'm out here helping these people. I want to make sure that people are okay, keeping them alive. Like, that's why I could get away with talking to women all hours of the night. Most people couldn't, like, and they're comfortable with it, and it's the same with you. I mean, but you're already a woman. So, just watch out for those people. Watch out for those ones that are trying to come through and, like snake oil salesmen, if you will. That's what they are, snake oil salesmen. They're trying to give you a quick fix that's not going to work. And, sometimes all you have is that little bit of hope that keeps you on this earth. Just don't let people take that from you.
That was very well said.
I didn't even pre-write that.
But you're
Lord
right.
Marcus, thank you again, man.
And especially during this time of year, It's really hard, right? I even told my daughter, hey, I even told my daughter, their case happened so long ago, but like I told her, I still miss my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I still miss the holidays and stuff. It
Yeah.
never goes away. You just learn to deal with it, actually.
Right.
And over time, oh my God, hold on.
Yeah, Lord Marcus, thank you so much.
Um, and time does not heal all wounds. I don't care what anybody says. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I know the holidays are rough. I'm fortunate enough to have my grandkids here and my kids, but we don't want anybody to take their life because you can't let them win. And I think that's the biggest thing for me is why would I
Mm-hmm.
let them win? Right? They're going to
Mm-hmm.
take everything from me. The only thing I have is my life. Why would I give that to them too?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want anybody to
But
do anything to harm themselves.
right, but when you take people's hope, that's it.
Yeah, I get it. And when I help people, I tell them, I can't guarantee you anything. I can't promise you anything. I don't know how the judge is going to rule. I don't know what's going to happen in court. But I'm telling you, if you do what I tell you to do, you're 90% going to win. Of
Right.
course, we don't
But
always win.
you can back that up though because you have proof. So
Well,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. It's like you can go ahead and say that. You can stand on what your words are. And people should know that like, that you can stand on that. But these people that come out there and they say, "Oh, I've gotten hundreds of kids home, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds." No, they haven't. You know what? I've only met two people in the 5 years that I've been doing this that have been reunified. So don't sit here and tell me that all these advocates are getting hundreds and hundreds of kids home when there's not even hundreds and hundreds of kids to get home. You know, like do that if you want to just make sense out of things. Just do that. Just take that math. Like how many people that that have been involved with CPS have gotten their kids back? You know, very few. It's going to change. We're trying to change it.
Oh, I'm,
You know,
I'm working my ass
that's what
off
we're trying to
here.
do. You know, but that's what we gotta. That's what we gotta do. You know, that's what we gotta do. We gotta hold on to it. Gotta hold on to that hope and know. But you got to make sure that these people have your best interest in tow.
Yeah,
And it's
because
very hard to be able to decipher that when that's you'll listen to anybody. Look, when I was going through this, well, I still go through it obviously, but when this first started happening, everything online that said give me $50 and I'll get you your kids back, I must have spent thousands of dollars on all this shit, like do the new court systems and do this, give us $100, get your kids home, and blah 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 blah. You try to do everything that you possibly can, you know and that's what you try to do. So, and that's hope, like that's it. So, but that's also ripping you off because these people are trying to make money off of your your misfortune. If they really had their good intentions in you, then that's fine, absolutely. But actually, we don't know what happened today. I don't know. I didn't hear anything, so I don't know. All we know is that Tiffany heard that it was small.
that's all I know. It wasn't that big. Um, but I want to go back to something that you said, right? Like
Hmm.
I've never, ever, ever charged anybody anything. I've had people offer me money. Some people, have you ever heard I'm having a blonde moment? Well, I have some of those sometimes. And people would ask me for my address and I would just give it to them. I mean, and they've mailed me stuff, right? Like I have a certificate that says the biggest asshole, but it defines me, right? I have it hanging on my wall. Um, and I got other stuff from other people. I've had people buy my ink for me, but I never ask anybody for any money, first off. And I always tell them, I'm going to try and help you. I'm not going to say I'm going to help you. I'm going to try and help you. because sometimes they're so far into the case that I can't help them anymore. So I don't know. I don't agree with, you know, people asking for money all the time. Now I can see, you know, if they're doing other stuff that I don't know how to do, like, you know, a couple of my friends know how to do. I understand that because it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of typing, and I don't have the patience for that. But I don't know. I do believe that we're going to win this fight, though, overall.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other day, I was like, God, what if we really do win all this? What are me and Darren going to talk about?
Right? What the hell are we gonna have a show about? Well, I think we're safe for a little while.
Yeah, I think we
I
are
think we're safe
too.
for I think we're safe for a little while. I mean, I would prefer that. I mean, obviously, it'd be better to if we didn't have this show. I mean, we could talk about knitting or something like that. You know, how to knit or I don't know, cross stitch or write something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what we would do. I mean, you especially,
If
right?
you
30
start,
years.
if you start cross stitching, Darren, we're gonna have to talk.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, please, please, please try not to give anybody any money unless they're doing stuff that, you know, I don't know how to do, but Darren does, and a couple other advocates know how to do that stuff. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, make sure it's gives our seal of approval
Yeah, I think by
because we're
now
working.
we know who the real people are and who the real. Well, I tell you what, everybody that was on our show is real. I can tell you that we did the Q&A. You reach out to them. That's really why we did it.
Yeah. Yep. Everyone was genuine as hell. Everyone in that cartoon behind us, real as shit, right there. Every one of them.
Yeah. So just
And
reach
that's why.
out to somebody in our group.
Yep. Yep. They won't guide you wrong. So Friday night, we have a toll and roll town hall thing. We're going to start doing it Friday nights, I guess. I talked to Billy yesterday. And what we want people to do is read toll and roll's bill. And we're going to have like a town hall type meeting, but it's not a question and answer. It's going to be like, what is in that bill that helps you? Because what we're trying to do is trying to understand what needs to be in these things. And if it is in these things, how has it helped you in your life? Like, what change are they asking for in the bill helps you in your life? Because the bill is not worth anything if it doesn't do anything for you, right? If it doesn't provide you with something, then it's not worth you to support it. I mean, these are the powers that we have left in this country. We can either arm ourselves as a militia and try to fight against this government, which I'm sorry, but I don't think pitchforks are going to beat a military that has aircraft carriers and tanks and bombs and things. So let's just hold off on the militia thing for a second. So let's go back to the voting thing and the rights that we have, that we are given, that we can fight with. We can elect people. We can vote. We can sponsor things. Those are our powers that we have at hand right now to do and make changes. And we can't forget about those. We can't walk around being like, well, I don't want to vote. This is just blah, blah, blah. It's just going to mean this. No, because once you start giving up that power, you're giving into them. Our right to vote on anything that's the strongest weapon that we have against this. You know, use your legislators, use your senators, make them make the money that they're making, make them earn that money. We elected them to speak for us. That's what a republic is. We are a republic. A republic is We elect people to be there for our voice. A democracy is you elect people to be there for your voice, but you also get to vote on things like issues. We are not a democracy. We are a republic. Everybody gets that confused all the time. We do not vote on all the issues. Sure, you get to vote on a couple things here or there in the state, but we do not vote on everything. That's what a democracy is. We are a republic. We put people in charge of our votes. Make those people that we put in charge of our voices be our voices. That's it. That's what you have to do. That's the weapons that we have. You got to use those people. You know, I mean, otherwise we're going to get Lord Marcus here. We're going to go running out into a field of tanks, and that was fun for about 32 seconds. You know, he knows doing well. We probably shouldn't stand up against them. Lord Marcus is over there in Iraq. He sees what happens when pitchforks come at you in tanks. I guarantee you that. So we got to do that. And you got to take the voting apparatus, and you got to take that seriously, because that is the things that we are afforded. That is the tool that we are given to beat this system. It's the one thing left that they haven't taken from us. And they're trying. Oh boy, are they trying to. But we, the people, can't allow that to happen. You know, so start from your local government and work your way up. Be the voice of them. Be them. Be in control of that.
Yeah, and start going to your town hall meetings too, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what happened here in Virginia, in Nelson County, Virginia. The parents started speaking out, and then the sheriff started hearing everything, and then him and the prosecutor started investigating CPS, and overnight 166 children were returned home,
Mm-hmm.
and they shut the department down. It's gone.
That's it. Now, did those people expect that when they went to those meetings? No, they didn't expect that. But it's what happened. That was the results of them coming together in force and doing that. I think, you know what would be good if Dr. Fowler came in here. I think, Dr. Fowler, if you're still here, I'll put the link up for you, because you could speak on this one. Let's get you in here, Dr. Fowler. There's a link, Dr. Fowler.
I know here in Winchester, they're speaking out. And I know that a lot of people are retiring here and aren't
Jeff.
running again.
So there's places for you to fill, positions
They
to be
will
filled.
not elect me. They do not want me on any of these boards.
Hey, Jess, there's a link too. If you and Dr. Fowler want to click on that link and come in, why don't you tell us what happened today? Because there's a lot of people that are wanting to know what took place. And we've found no news on it. So you were there firsthand. If you could tell me what happened, that would be cool. So either one of you want to join us, there's the link. It's right there in front of you, Fowler. I'll email it to her too. Man, a weird day today. Gloomy autumn day, I think. You know, just a weird day. Tiff had band practice at her house.
Yeah. Oh my God. You should have seen me in my shop back this morning. The bugs won. All I'm going to say is the bugs won.
Oh man,
Okay.
was that good, huh?
What? I looked like I was in here fighting. I don't even know. Holyfield. It seemed like the more I caught, the more just came out. Right? So I'm like, y'all win. I'm done.
Just You know, it's gross. I took a tick off one of my cats the other day,
Uh-huh.
and a bunch of little ticks came out of it.
Oh,
It was so gross.
I hope you gave it a bath.
The tick?
The cat.
Oh, yeah. I give all my cats baths. We have new cats now. One of them
So I
didn't make it
heard.
today though. Yeah, we're down to 3 new ones now.
Aw.
Yeah, cat's life is really rough.
Well, they
It
got
really is.
9 of them.
That's why they give them to them. They have tough lives. They're not really that smart. Um, you know what is crazy though? What's crazy is watching them go from being a kitten to having to be a mom, and they don't know what to do, but somehow they know what to do. You know, like they just know it's an instinct that they already have what to do. It's the weirdest thing. You know, like how do they know to clean up everything? How do they sit? They don't sit around and have classes about that stuff. You know, they're not going to Lamaze or any of that thing. They're just sitting there walking around eating mice, and then all of a sudden they're firing babies out. And they,
Ew.
you know, well, I'm just saying that's the reality of it, Tiff.
Oh,
And
I
then,
know.
you know, but how do they know all that? That's like us in Fowler. I send it to you an email too. Um, how do they know to do that? How do they know that they eat up all the clean up all the stuff that when they make the mess from them having a birth, they clean all that up. And there's nothing left. All there is this cute little
Yeah.
baby kitten. How do they know? Like I
Yeah,
certainly
because
wouldn't be like,
they don't go to the OBGYN.
that's right. That's what I'm saying. They don't have little classes before that you got to take them to. Lamaze. They're sitting there by themselves shooting cats out, and then they eat stuff up, clean it up, and they're off and they're running. And now you know they're milking them. How the hell do you know to do that?
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, that's funny because when my dog was having babies, well, it was my husband's dog. My dog was out there trying to get some. I had to go get him. I saw her water breaking. I had to go snatch him up.
Oh God.
And I go out there. He's like, leave her alone. She knows what to do. So he went to the store and I went back out there. I'm like, I know it hurts. This is what I'm saying to my dog. I know it hurts. I feel your pain. And she's just looking at me. That was the only time I was ever afraid of her. She
Mhm.
had 6. And we got home the next day and she was putting a puppy out. And it was rah, rah, rah. So I go over there. She let me go in the doghouse. She thought she put out the one that she had laid on and smothered.
Oh no.
So yeah, so I had to get that out. And then we had these baby rabbits. Did you know baby rabbits are noisy?
No, I did not know that rabbits made noise at all.
Me neither. So I see her going under this motorhome that we have in the back, and she's putting something in her mouth. So I go over there, and these little baby rabbits are making all these noise, and I didn't know they made noise either. She thought they were her puppies. They didn't survive because she laid on them. She thought she was feeding them,
Oh no.
and she suffocated.
Oh no.
But yeah, I mean, but she knew what to do.
Right. She's trying to help them. Yep.
Yes, she was trying to
Mhm.
feed them and laid on them.
Right. But she thought they were strong enough to hold up under her weight, you know. But they know, and that's the thing. So that's CPS comes and tries to say, "Oh, we don't know what we're doing. You don't know what you're being a parent." It's already in you. You already know what to do. So them saying that oh, you need to take parenting classes and all this bullshit, it's a lie. It's a fucking lie. You already know what to do. You know how to be a parent. You know what to do for your child. You know. Maybe we don't now. Maybe we've done it. Maybe we've dumbed it down now because we've just realized we're whatever. But guarantee you, I mean, if you were out in the woods in the wild, you would know what to do. You'd have to do what you had to do. So there's no reason for CPS to even be in existence.
Yeah, just think about this. Now, back when Jesus was walking the earth, How were women giving birth without doctors? They just did it because our bodies know what to do.
Yeah, that's it. You even think before Jesus. Imagine that you were a Stone Age. You get thumped on the head by a guy with a hammer. Next thing you know, you're having a baby, but you don't know what to do. Just guys dragging you around by your hair, and you're having a baby. Like that's what you get. Um, I'm glad that we've come further than that. I mean, that's good
Yeah,
that we've
thank
done that.
God.
But I'm just saying, right? I mean, that's caveman days I'm talking about here. But oh,
Dr.
thanks,
Fuller's
Danielle.
backstage.
Fowler in the house. Let's see what Fowler has to say. Which Dr. Fowler do we today? Fowler,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm well. Hi, Tiff.
Fowler, what do you think about what we're saying here?
Well, I agree with everything that you said.
No, that's good. I'm glad that you agree with us. You've seen your cat have kittens. How did your cat know what to do with the kittens, Fowler?
Well, we're both figuring it out, and I just want to ask you in the universe to never invite me to witness another birth. I am not cut out to be a midwife. I don't know nothing about no babies. I don't even want to see flowers sprout anymore. I'm just trying to please. So if your rocks are reproducing or something, please do not call me.
You're not that kind of doctor.
No, I'm not that type of doctor. I'm a theoretical doctor. I go by theory only. I mean, I'm laying in the bed and here she comes and I hear, meow, meow, meow. She had the first kitten in my bed.
Oh,
It's just a bit disconcerting. I mean, so,
did you get up and run?
No, it was so silly because then I ran downstairs and I got the cat's litter box to take it upstairs along with her food. And then I pick her up. I told you, I don't know nothing about birth and no babies. I picked her up and I showed her where her litter box was. Then I brought her back to the
Yeah, in
kitten.
case you need to go to the bathroom while you're doing that.
Honey, I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. I keep telling you.
That'd be like me giving you a toilet. Here you go, Fowler. Have a toilet during the birth stuff. Don't make a mess.
Do you remember? I'm the guy that prays. Okay, that's just you know. Then I put her back with the new baby, the first one, and she's biting it, and I'm smacking her to keep her from biting it because he's crying. I didn't know if she was trying to pick it up or what. Then she ran off. Then I couldn't find her. Then I found the other ones, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I've separated the family. You know, I'm tripping, right? Because I'm projecting about separating the child family. I mean, I'm all crying. And because I'm thinking, no, she won't bond with it. And I separated a family. I took a baby from the mother. Who am I? Like I'm, a CPS devil. So, I mean, it was horrible. So I wrapped him up and he was okay. Then the next few hours, she birthed the other two. And then I put this one with the other two. So everything's okay. But please, please, please. Spay and neuter your cats, whatever the word is. It's the only humane thing to do.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yes, because before you know it, you'll have 20-something of them.
I know. They're one of the only animals I know of that can still get pregnant while they're breastfeeding. It's so cruel.
Yeah, they don't court each other either. It's crazy. There's no courting.
No, it's not what I would call a courtship ritual that they go through.
We're so different from what nature really is doing to us,
That ship sailed. Yes, my dear. So I was trying out some new technology. I've got my little boom mic here, but I was talking through it, but you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, no, you sound great. Yeah, DHS takes away a natural parental. You absolutely do. That's what they do. They take away. They separate the parents' natural given, feelings and emotions and all of that. They take all that away. They rip that aside. That's what they play off of. That's what they hope is going to happen. That's why they do that break the bond thing. Which is really disgusting if you think about it. To break the bond, like if you intentionally are breaking a bond between people, that is disgusting.
It's amazing how methodical it is. I still always think of the inception of social services in America from the 1847. And from the beginning, the do-gooders felt that the poor people were their service population had too many children. They ate bad food. They had out of control sex habits, and they needed to be regulated, beginning by taking the children away from them and putting them under the authority of either the church or these other authoritative entities,
Right.
entities that is authority. Yes, so social services has never, ever been kind and gentle to the service population. It's always assumed supremacy and superiority over people who need to be controlled. And that is still the model that we're going by today.
Right. That's it. Why do they get to decide that you're the good mom and you're not? You know, like who gives? Why do they get to decide that stuff? What makes them a better person? Their status, right? Their status is what makes them a better person. They're not you. They're not in the position that you're in. So I'll take that kid from you now. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go out with my friends on Friday night and we're going to drink and do drugs. And no one's going to say anything to me about doing what I do in my lifestyle. But on Monday, I'll come back to work and I'm going to take some more children.
I think of the Netflix special Finding Maya that we all have seen.
Mm-hmm.
The case of Michael Kowalski.
Yep.
One of the subtexts that was very painful was the way that the CPS agents eroded the familial relationship between the father and the mother.
Yep.
They were messaging the father that the problem was the mother, and if he would just detach himself from his wife, then they dangled the promise of returning the child.
Right.
And they blamed the wife for the child's symptoms and saying that it was the mother that was projecting these symptoms onto the child. And the mother was a nurse. I don't know if you remember. She was a medical practitioner who took extraordinarily detailed notes in the course of her daughter's illness and treatment.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually Maya's mother decimated herself because she felt that she was in the way of reunification of Maya with the family. It saddened me that the writer summarized the story as a lesson of suicide. That totally was not the message of the story whatsoever. It was the destitution that the family was driven to because if they stayed united, they would never have gotten their child back. Pardon me.
Oh, that's
And
fine.
we see that with so many of you parents all across the nation from the UK and Canada. We watch all of these videos where the agent is demanding that the father leave.
Yeah.
The father has
to. They want to break that. They want to break that foundation. That's what they're trying to do. When they remove the father, they break the foundation. They break the safety net. They break the breadwinner. They break all of that off, and then make the woman dependent on these caseworkers now.
Then the father, if he's a greater earner, is stuck now paying child support or paying into the system while more and more of his rights to his family are eroded strategically and systematically.
Mm-hmm.
And fathers, once you guys really do what I keep telling you to do, because I'm bigger than you and older than you, all of you, excuse me, and I'm growing bigger and older than all of you. Once you guys really have your militia fully formed and you are fully organized as a body where you agree to assemble and to really stand up for your rights, a lot of this stuff will go away. Once the fathers really are strong and assertive.
Mm-hmm.
Watch.
Yeah, they've done those studies that they showed, in the early days of Charlie Kirk. If you watch a lot of Charlie Kirk videos, he'll talk about the disfranchising of the father in the black communities, how they took the father away from the children and everything, and that's what they did. In the 60s and 70s, they removed the dads out of the families and the black families, and hence you get more crime, you get more, you get a lot of these things. Not given a proper role model, like they've taken away the role models for the men in the community. So how are you going to expect a man to be a man when the man doesn't have a man to follow?
And also in families in general, the negative messaging of the so called feminist movement also alienated women from their bond with men and women from their bond with their families. And it really diminished the role of the fathers as well,
Mm-hmm.
even in white American families, where men are now sometimes the administrators, but they're not central to the family structure.
Yep.
Because the woman can earn as much as she wants and she's no longer having to collaborate and cooperate with her husband's earnings. She can do what she wants because she's independent, strong and independent.
Yeah.
And women, especially white American women, I think, what is it? They initiate 67% of the divorces. Why do they leave their husbands? Especially after children, having children.
Mm-mm. No, I mean, I would expect that that must be when the divorce rate's the highest, right? When the children are grown up and go to college and the empty nest syndrome. I would suspect that that's where the divorce rate's the highest, is it not?
I'm not sure.
What's
It maybe used to be that way when I was growing up. They
right?
parents waited until the children were grown to separate.
Mm-hmm.
But if we look at the rate of fathers involved in family courts, I really wonder about that right now in separate circumstances. I mean, fathers lead the way in having to pay out of pocket to the system for children that they don't have a bond with anymore.
Yeah, it really is sickening that they're doing that with the bond of everybody. Like they're doing it with all aspects of it. They're breaking bonds all the way down the board. In creating dependency on a state that shouldn't be in that role in the begin with.
Here's Ashley Clark that says they take the father out of the picture. The mother then relies upon the government for help because most women in America don't make big money.
Yep,
Well
that's
said.
exactly what they want. That's what they want. Obey and listen.
And then let's see. The Risen Rare Jim said it's all about the money, not family.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Divide and conquer.
That's
Very
it.
devastating. And I just really want to see my brothers finally stand up and make their presence known in America and follow the God given mandate to form the militia. Doesn't always mean taking up arms, it means forming the militia. It means forming a body and asserting your strength and your ability to move as one. When each one of us is ever threatened by something called CPS, we shouldn't have to call law enforcement. We should be able to call our local militia who will arrive on scene within minutes, ready to witness and defend.
I agree with
That's
that.
the world. That's the world that I'd like to see. You don't have to take up arms, but as long as you're visible, think about those communities that we cannot name, but they're strongly what would I say, ethnic communities where people have brought with them their language and their traditions from other countries, and you know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're in parts of the Midwest. They have communities that are pretty much excluded, where others are excluded, and then at the drop of the dime, 100 men will show up.
Yeah.
The women don't even have to leave the house, and the men are there, they're present, and they're really ready to assert themselves.
Yeah.
100 of them.
Yep.
Instantaneously, because they have the ethic of all moving as one. We've unfortunately internalized the false ethic of rough individualism. Meanwhile, the founders of our country and the people who are successful are very collaborative. They don't do anything individualistically. That's why they always have corporations, lodges, fraternities, societies, associations.
You're right. Absolutely right about that.
What can you do as an individual?
Right. That's what they've been trying to promote, though, right? Trying to promote you be by yourself, be an individual, all of that stuff, because they're trying to make you take away from your strength. That the strength isn't strengths in numbers. That's what.
Well, I often I admire when I have a chance. I like to rhapsodize on those families, especially those of immigrant origins in our nation, who are able to maintain their traditions wherever they live, and who are able to live intergenerationally. You got grandma, grandpa, Uncle Bubba,
Hmm.
auntie that never got married, and 1,000 cousins, and they all either live under the same roof together or they live right next door to one another. And there's no such thing as privacy. And
Right.
there's no such thing as me, my. There's no such thing as individualism, but at the same time, there's no such thing as homelessness. There's no such thing as crime. There's no such thing as outsourcing their children for daycare. There's no such thing as the elders being pushed aside. And they are much less at risk of interfacing with the prison system
Hmm.
or poverty, much more likely to maintain intergenerational wealth, and much less likely to be targeted by CPS.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
agree
what
with that.
Valerie said. She said most countries, the family stays a unit, even if they go off to school and they back home. She said we're like the only country that have kids that don't live in the same house with the parents and the grandparents and the grandchildren and all that.
We used to. Think
Yep.
about it. I mean, look at Italian South Philadelphia, for example. Mafalda Donofrio came over to America in what, 1890, or let's say 1920. She spoke Italian from whatever her parish was. They bought a little row home in South Philadelphia. Then comes her family. Then comes the husband or the wife. And the children all grow up together and they look forward to getting married. And when they get married, they decide whose house they're going to move into, whose family. You're going to move to dad, the bride's family or to the husband's family. But either way, they're not going to break up the family unit. And they've been very successful. If you measure success by staying healthy, maintaining your livelihood, avoiding law enforcement problems, voting, and keeping the wealth and traditions in the family.
Yeah. Hmm. It's crazy stuff.
It is. You even see that with some of the Liberians, for example, in Philadelphia, who have a West Philadelphia adaptation. You get one family that comes, they live in a little row home, then they buy that row home, then they buy a little shell, they bring over two other relatives,
Hmm.
they fix up the shell, they bring in the children, they keep their children very close to themselves. You do not see those children on the streets alone, going to and fro. They're always accompanied and they maintain their traditions, but they've managed to engage in commerce and really engage all of the advantages here. Highly successful. And send remittances back home.
Hmm. Yeah, they do that. It's crazy.
But for our mainstreamers, we tell our children, I can't wait till you're 18, so you got to get out.
Right.
I mean, some of them needed to get out when they were much younger. I've seen these films. I torture myself by watching these little videos of, like, there's a little girl out there, I won't name her, who's 8 years old. And I mean, she really has the affect of a 50-year-old, calling her mother out of her name and demanding high ticket items and just acting out. I mean, really, the profanity and the insult that this 8-year-old is portraying, it blows my mind. And I got that old-fashioned cloth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
From the church.
This song is non-negotiable, honey.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But imagine if she's 8, what is she going to be like when she's 18?
Oh my.
Yeah, that's why I had rules.
Mm. But not everybody
Mm.
does. All right, Fowler. Well, thank you for coming in, Fowler. We've run our time amok. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight, watching our show. We appreciate it. Every week we do, and we'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. So make sure you check us out.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Fowler. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, everybody.
Well, the children are all so far away. APS swooped in, I rough and took them today, with tears welled up in their eyes. No parents by their side. APS wins again today. Don't think it's the truth. Gone away is their youth, and the empty eyes of the parents prove it. Don't you think for a minute you are weak because they're gone. There wasn't any warning for you to follow along. A caseworker has no soul to hold in check. It's why they leave us parents such a wreck. Don't stand for the hell they created. All of our children they stole our worth saving. They are waiting at the door for us to save them. We need to stand up for our God and obey Him. He leads us to the battle with a beating drum. He knows the feeling they took his only son. He may be the powerful, our creator. The son he gave to us is our savior. He won't be ignored if a praise held up high. Those kids were made by us for his endless supply. We are to protect the children at all costs. This game is not over. We have not lost. We have the power He gives us inside. We rise to the faith when it's time. You never stand by yourself. Take God off the shelf and then draw the power. You
Never been a perfect person. I put the cart before the horse. A list of reasons, long as sermons, why I never needed a God. Then I heard his voice, so sweet, it put me on my knees. I'm holding on to hope for dear life, with God driving, and I'm finally free at last. God driving, God
Kids are being taken one by one. Families broken apart. The world keeps moving on. Nobody here to fight. Where are the warriors? Where are the dads? Where are the mothers? This is so sad. I know a place where warriors are made. It's a podcast of true family fighters. You need to listen tonight. Tiff and the Punisher coming for CPS. Tiff and the Punisher, be our next guest. CPs took your children, chased your husband away, left you alone and vulnerable. Let me hear you say, Tiff and the Punisher coming for CPS. Tiff and the Punisher, be our next guest. Do not be afraid, wipe your tears away. We need to come together, it's our time. To need to tell your friends, watch the show. If CPS comes, this is where you go. They won't win this war against us. This is our crew, we have your trust. Advocates unlock the others. They care for us, they hold us up high. They make us feel important. Others pass us by. Tiff and the Punisher, Tiff and the Punisher, coming for CP. Tiff and the Punisher, Tiff and the Punisher, be our